10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Guessing he's doing it.
I was about to type in
nothing?
3.
Oh my god.
I was at 2.
Useless. I'm the backbone of this insult, I guess.
Count down.
Count down, why not count up? Count
We'd get to
sideways.
5 and be like,
Undeafening in 1.
I'm deafening what it was. Like no warning. Hey guys.
We just get mad at you that you didn't let us count down though.
I mean, I gave you. You would have been able to count down by 1.
Yeah.
Which probably by the time you
Right.
saw the message, it would have been that 1 second. So. You know.
Right.
And I always-
Did you know
What was
Did you
that?
know that my black arts use intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! I had no idea.
I mean, I figured that's why you made one of your items a henbad of intellect. Then
No,
the fact that you're a
it
partial
was-
wizard.
Well, it was mainly just for the wizard thing.
Congratulations, you're learning your class. Anyways.
Hey.
Hey, I just saw the fact that I could get like blind sight, and I was like, hell yeah. I didn't care anything about anything else.
Mm-hmm. Blindside is pretty good. But yeah.
Mhm.
Who remembers what happened last time?
Ooh, me.
Anybody else in the
Then do
no?
it.
Cap, go ahead.
Why? I don't want it
Anyone?
now. I don't want to.
Damn.
Get fucking rejected.
Go full teacher.
Enlighten
mode.
us.
Anyone else? Any volunteers? You're not late, Bliss. You're
I'm
just in time. Actually.
late.
We were
I'm
actually
late.
Didn't realize. Well, we were late, technically.
Well, I mean, you two were late, and then I was even later because I had to finish up some last minute prep.
So that's why we didn't get too much shit on us for being late. I see now.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Welcome, Bliss. Anyways, Cap,
well,
go ahead.
So, the end of the beginning of last session, we finished up with the whole witches thing. We looted the corpses and all that, and made our way back to the Shadow Crossing. Plant was insistent on performing a ritual to free a soul from one of the dolls that the witches had. One of many thousands that Plant intends to hopefully be able to free in the future, but for now, one is enough. Astra died and then came back, which was good.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes,
you went
remember the
down.
Banshee's wail? And you
Oh
just
yeah,
went from
shit.
full to 0.
Yeah, that happened. That was fun.
Yeah, Banshees is scary because of that.
Oh, yes, I am aware. Yes,
Plant
so
lucked
after
out.
defeating...
Technically a construct.
I still would have been alright, I have great rolls. God, I just jinxed myself, didn't I? Anyway, so after we defeat the Banshee, the soul is released and it's all good and happy, and we go through the Shadow Crossing, and we're like, yay, we're back. Meanwhile, Plant's losing their shit. Like, holy shit, this place has color.
It has color. It has
Oh.
light.
The water is actually clear. It was still kind of murky, but comparatively. And then flowers started blooming in Plant's hair and all that. And Plant looked at the sun. It hurt.
Mhm.
And then, we decided we still got some more of the wind walk. Let's go. And we flew, and I think did we go to Vagabond the first, or
Nope.
no, we went
went to
straight to the banquet.
Yeah, we went to my wife. Thank you very much.
Yep. With intentions to go to Vagavor the next. And then yeah, we met with King Glauma, and we had some of his cooking. Plant was actually really happy with the fact that King Glauma was so aware of other countries' cuisines, you know,
countries.
because other places'
Something
cuisines,
like
because
that.
he burnt the meat or burnt the
Mhm,
egg,
mhm,
and Plant was like, ah, yes, home.
mhm.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, and then you
that's
guys
pretty much it.
rested at Astra's house, Astra and Elodia's house.
Oh yeah, I didn't add that to my notes. Oh, well. I
You
only
all
added the
took your
important
long
things.
rest, but yeah, um, I believe we kind of ended off with Steampunk sending out a prayer to the Cunning Mother for guidance and
And then
a
got ignored.
wanted to talk, and yeah, got left on. I mean, who knows if he was left on
I
red
got
or
left
not.
on red.
May or may not have been left on red. Who knows? We'll see in the future. But yeah, I think we open up, and as the uh, sun comes over the horizon in sunrise of the next day, as yeah, everyone kind of starts to slowly wake up. They see fit.
So
Alright.
this is a morning.
Plant, if I remember correctly, you don't technically need to sleep, right?
Nope, I've literally been laying on my back looking at the stars the whole night.
Yeah. You
Slowly.
feel Russ kind of rustle as he starts to wake up, as you may have just been using Russ as like a bit of a bed or couch, just kind of propping yourself up against him, as you're just kind of watching the sky, the tree canopy, like the leaves are beautiful. The tree branches gently swaying in the wind. And yeah, you notice the beginning of a rise in temperature as the day grows warmer, as the sun peeks over the mountains.
I'm just playing with Ross's floof as he sleeps.
Bitch, that's my floof.
Russ makes happy noises.
I'm joking.
Bites me.
Astra would be so fucking happy that other people are treating animals with care. She's gonna be like your best friend, and you're not gonna have a choice. That is what's gonna happen.
Yes. Hello, fellow nature lover. All right. Astra, I guess you are the next to awaken. What do you do?
Astra's just gonna like come out and tend to like the flowers and stuff like that, because of course she is. She is a druid.
You note that some animals have nibbled at the flowers on the railing of the porch.
Yeah, some animals.
Yeah,
Mm.
some
Some
animal has nibbled on them.
It
So
was
like yeah, you
still-
see a few like partially bitten like leaves and flowers and stuff there.
Yeah, I wonder who that could have been.
Indeed. Is Astra like an early riser? Are you like a crack of dawn kind of person, or?
No, because every time she's woken up next to Lodia, Lodia wakes up first. So No.
Alright, yeah. Claudia wakes up probably like just a few minutes before you, and you wake up through like no more body heat from love. And so you
Sudden
wake up
cold.
naturally at that. And yeah, Elodia will just kind of start fixing everyone breakfast.
Hell yeah. Good wifey.
Adir is still sleeping on the couch. Meanwhile, outside near the shrine, Steampunk, you kind of just I need to move the camera a bit just to get all the wedding goers out of existence. And super zoom in on Steampunk because I don't want to make another thing, another map, just for not wedding goers. As Steampunk, you wake up, or I guess you come out of low-powered mode in front of the shrine. I believe you just kind of it makes you chuckle. Don't worry about it, Bliss.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
They're all waiting to jump me.
Uh-huh. A crowd of like 20 people come out from the woods. As, yeah, Steamboat, you come out of low power wood, having spent the night just kind of star watching, stargazing, as you wanted to actually see the night sky for once after the bleak, stark darkness that was the sky of the Shadowfell.
I'm just going to make my way inside to speak with Elodia and Odia about our plans, I guess.
Alright.
Morning, Astra.
Morning.
Sleep well?
That's a dumb question. I'm next to a lady. Come on.
Fair point.
Best sleep in a while.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way inside.
Alright, yeah. You smell what seems to be eggs being cooked.
A lot of egg.
Yeah, a lot of egg. Listen, Elodia's not the best chef, alright? Eggs are relatively easy. She can make scrambled eggs. And bread. Well, I mean, she can't make the bread, but she can slice bread and put butter on it or something.
You can starve if you want. That's fine too.
I don't need to eat.
Fucking, I'll make you starve. I'll hurt you.
Syl will wake up and kind of stretch out, big stretch, and Syl will say, good morning, Astra. How was your sleep?
It was good. I love him, by the way. I'd just like to say out of character, I love him.
As you're, like, tending to the plants, he'll kind of look over, examining them, and will say, I see Russ has gotten into this. As, with his staff, he will kind of stamp it on the deck of the porch, and you'll see kind of like these little
That's so
root-like
awesome. I already know what you're
vines
gonna say.
come
and I
out
love
from
it.
the bottom of it, and then they then go like they then kind of reach towards. Is she better at cooking than the king guy? Yes. Confirmed.
That's not saying much, though.
Yeah, like Elodia knows how to make survivalist food. She can make field rations if she needs to. But anyways, Syl stamps the his staff on the deck. You see like these roots come out from it and stretch towards the railing, climbing up it to the plants. As you see the nibbled on plants start to like regrow at a much quicker pace. There we go.
I love him. I am going to talk to him about the possibility of the like farm area and being like having it like a sanctuary for animals, because I know he'll like that. Right?
Yeah, he'll nod his head and he's like, that would be a good idea. The Fjord Circle, of course, has such amenities, but it is good to have, especially in a place like this, of recent times, it is good to have more such sanctuaries. And, you are good folk. I know that you will tend to the animals that choose to make this area your home.
Astra is going to say to that like first comment about like the nearby Druid Grove, she's just going to be like, you say that as if I wouldn't have a teleporter to that Druid Grove if I could. Astra would live there. If she retired, she'd live there. Just it.
Check. Spell room.
Can she have a teleporter there?
Ooh, actually, hold up. Syl will say, He'll like look you over, kind of assessing you, kind of getting a gauge on you. As let me check your spell slots. Oh yeah, you do have that.
Astra's
He'll
just gonna
say,
flutter her eyes.
yeah, Syl will say, here, have you prepared your spells for the day? I can maybe teach you a little trick that we druids do that I think would be quite useful to you.
Can I say no? Because we never really like established when I do the spells.
Yeah, no, he's offering to suggest a spell for your spell list.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
What this is
Yes.
mechanically.
Syl is my other father. I have two fathers. It's Syl and Voldar, that's his name. I never forgot my own dad's name. Let's go.
Yeah, Syl will say, well, there is a method that I see Leary using every once in a while when he needs to travel a great distance. And let's see. You don't need any sort of magical components or anything for it, but all you need is, and he'll just kind of point his staff towards a tree. Just need some trees in the area.
I already love it.
And, well, let me
I
show
don't
you.
know what that is.
Just imagining like that awkward shuffle of like, oh, sorry.
You can
like,
literally
as
fly.
standing in the same place. Yeah, I know.
You literally
Yeah,
fly.
but Astra's as awkward as me because I cannot act like I'm not awkward.
Syl's a big guy.
Yeah. Maybe I
And-
got caught in his antlers, same thing.
And let's see. With this, it only lasts for a minute, so I'm afraid it's quite limited. But this is a spell that will allow you to walk into the trees and travel amongst them from tree to tree. As he suggests the spell, Tree Stride to you.
Tree stride.
And I will just post. So basically, you gain the ability to enter a tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within 500 feet. Both trees must be living and at least of the same size as you. You must use 5 feet of movement to enter a tree. You instantly know the location of all other trees of the same kind within 500 feet. And as part of the move, used to enter the tree can either pass into one of those trees or step out of the tree you're in. You appear in a spot of your choice within 500 feet of the destination tree, using another 5 feet of movement. If you have no movement left, you appear within 5 feet of the tree you entered. You can use this transportation ability once per round for the duration. You must end each turn outside of the tree.
So no matter what, no matter how long how far I travel, like say I travel the 500 feet, it only uses 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, to go in and out.
That's
Um,
fucking awesome. So does it use 10 feet then? 5 feet in, 5 feet out? Or
Yep. 10 feet.
okay.
And
Neat.
basically, this is a concentration spell of up to 1 minute, and you can basically travel 5,000 feet in that span of time.
Cool. It's only for myself though, right? Like I can't.
Yes.
It's basically like wind walk, but I can only do it for myself, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Tree stride.
And
That's fucking hilarious. Just imagining for a second, like fucking, we're traveling, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go see Elodia, and then I just disappear, and then I come back, and I was like, she was busy.
yeah,
Like within a
She was busy.
second.
busy day. She was hunting some monsters. To say now, this is unfortunately a spell that will only work on yourself, but you have been to the Druid Grove a few times, and so I think you have a good handle of what kind of trees are there, and it'll allow you to completely bypass the runes that would confuse and obfuscate the way there.
I am becoming a god accidentally. I have this, and I have like the.
Well,
fucking-
Shield, we've got a new
you
target.
remembering me shit. You like having to remember shit for me.
Yep, Tree Stride is a druid one, and it's a good one. The only downside is it only works on you.
I need more fatherly advice. I have daddy issues. He banned me.
Well, Kayla gotta die. All right, God, honey.
Time for me to die. All because I can go through fucking trees.
I am become God. Walker of trees.
Astra is going to do whatever the fuck she does to make the spells because she's already added that. And thanks, Sil. And then ask him if there's anything like, and she like gestures to the
I might actually
the
check to see if teleport
the-
is on the druid spell real quick though.
I like the tree one better. But she's going to ask if there's something she can learn, like the thing that he did with the vines, which was really neat. Is that
Oh
something
no,
she
that
can
was
learn?
just a little bit of druid craft.
Oh, fuck, I have druid craft.
Yeah, you can make plant
She-
grows with it. Though, if you want to
Plant
cover a larger area, there is of course the ritual of plant growth.
What's that? What level spell is that?
Good question.
I
Not as high as the tree one,
Yeah.
but let's see. It's a 3rd level spell. Let's see. With this one, okay. There's 2 uses for this. You can spend if you cast a spell as an action, you can choose a point in range, and all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown, basically becoming like super difficult terrain. So like rather than it being like half movement, it's actually quarter movement.
Forest becomes jungle.
Yeah. And then like you can exclude areas of your choice. So if you wanted it to be like centered on yourself, you could like exclude your own space and then have everything in 100 feet around you and your allies just be super difficult terrain. The other
I like
option,
the ritual one.
yeah,
That's what I was looking for.
and the other option is you can cast it over basically 8 hours to enrich the land, where all plants in like a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year. The plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested. So, like,
I'm getting.
bountiful harvests.
I wanna. Can I say I did that yesterday to the house, or like when I moved into the house, or something like that? Because I want it for the house. Like the land around the house to be like super good, you know? I'm a druid. It's gotta look pretty, you know?
Yeah, I would say you would.
Cool. I gotta take away a spell now. Fuck. Summon Fae is a default one I get, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Gonna have to check. Don't worry, just ignore me. Move on to someone else. Whatever, I double check stuff.
Bliss wants to ban me. I cry.
I'm pretty sure the summon Fae is something I get because I'm a fairy, right? Or a Fae or whatever the fuck.
Summon Fae is a druid spell. That's the one that lets
Yeah,
you
Right.
summon. What was it?
Yeah, no, I remember my little pixie chick. Can I not prepare that?
Yeah.
That's allowed, right? Okay, cool. Then I'll do that and put plant growth instead, because fucking Astra's all about prettifying the lands now, you know? She got a pretty girl in her arms, so she needs a pretty world for her to live in, okay? That's what it
No,
is.
So you don't care about animals
Does that
anymore?
sound like a song?
Yes, animals too.
Does.
Animals, she's gotta look at animals, man. She's gotta look at animals and they have to be pretty, alright? I'm looking after them so they don't look like they're dying, okay? Everything for Elodia.
You're gonna kill any.
If
any animals
Elodia
that
ends up being the
look nice.
BBEG, I'm done. Like I'll be floored. Straight up.
Everyone's the BBEG.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Astra would just
but like
become
we all
evil.
know what would happen in that situation. Like then Astra would also become the big bag
Oh
evil
yeah.
guy.
No, she does not matter who. Like literally have like fucking Russ and like Syl and all that on the other side. She'd still go for Elodia. It does not fucking matter.
Elodia is the Shadow
Elodia
Lord.
is the
Same.
She's on the carbon throne.
Yeah. Elodia isn't a Shadow Lord, she's the Shadow Lord. I see that. Yeah. After a while, the breakfast of eggs, this time not completely burnt, is made by
Aw.
Elodia.
Plants crying.
Mm-hmm. Plant
It's
cries.
sap.
Oh,
Yep.
It's
man.
just sap.
Russ will
Oh,
wake
ew.
up, and will make elk noises at Plant, which you don't understand, Plant. And we'll
God, I miss being Brutusk.
and then we'll kind of get up, kind of nuzzle you a bit with his head, and then walk off the bridge.
Never to be seen again.
Plant looks dejected. Just like,
So we'll come over to his
Um,
corner,
speaking of plants,
start eating the plants on the raven.
No, not me. During the night, could I have transferred one of the spells from the book onto my book?
Yes, you could have. Which spell are you at?
Good. I'm thinking about grabbing Earthbind. It's a level 2, so
A good spell.
I'm pretty sure that's 100 gold, and it takes 4 hours for me to do.
Yep.
I'm taking.
I don't
a 10
understand
platinum for
wizard
Necro.
stuff, but I'm happy. that you
Or
do
me
stuff.
neither. Wizard shit hard.
I have never played a wizard, so my
You know,
only
this is
class.
the
Well,
first
that
wizard ever.
and artificer are the only classes I've never played before.
Oh.
Wizards do be fun though. But yeah.
I think was Cornelius a wizard? I don't remember.
I think so. You made him some. Yeah, because you had like next to no spells and you got pissed off. So, was it that or a sorcerer? I think it was a wizard. I'm pretty sure it was a wizard. Because you didn't have to worry
Yeah.
about
It
doing
could
it.
have been a warlock as well.
True.
Might have been a warlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
probably.
the lack of
Warlocks are
spells.
also fun though. Alright. Yeah, so as Elodia finishes up the eggs for breakfast, as well as she also fries up some sausages and cuts some bread and would say, "Would you like anything, steampunk?"
No thanks, Olivia. I'm fine.
Okay.
Um,
Very well. Oh. Plant? Plant, what are you
Go
doing?
see Doan around.
Elodia will just look at Plant.
Astra, sorry, H, have you got plans yet? Because I'm gonna do something super quick.
No, you can do something.
Astra's just gonna like rush in and excitedly tell Elodia what she's just learned from Syl.
Oh.
Because of course she is.
Sounds like a very useful spell. Vixen, not much of a magic caster, but still kind of understands magic because Paladin.
She's just happy because his wife is happy. Come on.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
And
Exactly.
with that, you'll be able to. You can while you're in the forest, you could visit the Druid Grove whenever you'd like.
Astra's just gonna nod and then like look towards Steampunk as to what he's doing and his plans.
Alright, well,
Sit on the
breakfast is
tiny
ready if you would
chairs.
like any.
Astra's gonna eat some.
Lydia will walk over here and like kick at Audier's leg to wake him up.
Does he wake up?
Not immediately, no. And so
Steampunk's gonna come over and push him off the couch.
yeah, he's like
Morning,
kind of lightly
sleepyhead.
snoring, and he's just like spread out like on the couch. Like Elodia kicks his leg, which is just dangling down. And she's getting ready to do a harder kick when you come by and just push him off as Audier's like, as he like falls down onto like the little carpet there, and is like, is it? Yep. He looks at them. Yep, definitely morning. I don't know how you
Rest
can wake
well?
up this early, Elodia. Elodia will just shake her head. Breakfast is ready if you'd like any. Right.
Lady is such a cute housewife. Adorable.
Elodia will look at the table and be like, we need to invest in more chairs, I guess.
Kayla needs to remake the whole map. Fuck.
I don't mind saying
But
that.
that's what I'm gonna have to do if I want to change anything. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And this fucking room was such a pain in the ass.
I mean, you can drag and drop PNGs
It's
and whatever.
fine. I'll redo.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't find it on my computer, I'll have to look harder. Astra's gonna sit with Elodia and talk about wedding plans because of course she is.
Elodia will just kind of take a seat on the couch now that it's free of Audier.
Smells like man. Ew.
Audier would just be like, I use your guys' bath.
Please do.
All right. Audier will go and take a bath. Rub-a-dub-dub. All right. What is this strength save for land?
Sorry, I was just testing it out. The new spell.
Sill's just peeking through the window.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just kind of like hang out, chat with people. As yeah.
Plan house. I need to
Alright.
make a bigger door.
Plant, you are eating egg, sausage, and bread, and it's not burnt. How do you react to this?
Such a unique experience.
Yeah, it's like weirdly soft,
I handle it alright.
not crunchy.
It's a weird mush. It's unusual. What?
Tell me,
It's
Plant,
growing on me.
when was the last time you ate normal food?
As in food from this plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Not since I was a child. I think.
Hmm.
Most likely. I have vague memories.
How did you end up in the Shadowfell in the first place?
Oh, I'm an OP. Hmm. Well,
Oh boy,
it's
time to
it's
explain
a long
obeys.
story. Yeah, basically, witches have a tradition of sorts where they will kidnap the children from this plane of existence,
And
bring them
others.
back to yeah, and bring them back to the Shadowfell and train them to be protectors of the witches.
Hmm.
Um, that's pretty much what happened to me.
So that's why you resent witches so much.
Mm-hmm. It's what
Burn
I
them all
am
at
is
the
called an
stake.
OP
Smiles.
knight. Mm-hmm. What that voice said that it's inside my head.
It's the other part of me.
Yes, boy.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of Mother, unfortunately.
Hmm. Do you remember where you lived before?
In the Shadowfell?
What's not to love
No,
about
no.
Mother?
In
Look at that face.
a face only a mother could love.
Mm-hmm. True.
On Bliss.
Bliss, no. Bliss is like wood
he
smash.
means smash. Ah, yes.
Like
Wood smash. Would smash
kill,
those
like
skulls.
squash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crush brain with hammer.
But if we're speaking on prior to the time I was a OP knight, no, I don't really have many memories. It's mostly vague.
Hmm.
So I don't really have any attachment to what I was back then either. It's hard to have attachments to something you don't really remember.
Hmm. Well, I hope while you're here, we can make you feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Cool.
I would be comfortable just simply seeing this world and, well, hunting witches if we ever get the chance.
Well, we got a lot to do, so prepare those seeing eyes.
Always ready.
All right. So, Astra, as you discuss wedding plans to Elodia, I imagine you're kind of like going over the list of like all the people you're invited, handing her like the grocery list for like, we got to get all the cards and inks and stuff to send out the invites.
Hell yeah.
Gotta look up a good catering company.
Invite them by carrier pigeon, of course.
As Syl would be like, oh, if you need the help of pigeons, I can have some of the druids round some up for you. They can be the druids in our care are rather well taught.
I love him. Yes, we're gonna do that because that's romantic, and Astra's a sucker for romance. Looks at Elodia.
Elodia nods. So I guess I should ask. So when should we have the wedding?
Looks at DM.
Looks at DM.
Oh my god.
What do you say? And considering the gravity of what you experienced in the Shadowfell, we may want to schedule it for sometime after the trip to Half Moon Island. And that is a trip that would take at least a month.
The climate is in southern hemisphere, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is currently kind of like mid to late November, if I remember correctly.
Would have been adorable if it was a snowy wedding.
I mean, you
Then
could
I
wait for
probably
that.
off the druids.
I mean, the druids could also do that.
Waiting 6 months. I'll get the druids to make it snowy.
I mean, Alodia just said it would take like about a month to get to Half Moon Island. So that's at least 2 months gone. So then it's just 4. Climactic
Well, we said
battle, you
December.
guys face
I
like
don't
the
know
Shadow
why
Lord of
we said-
Betrayal, kill him. The next day is the wedding.
Oh wait, no, it's already November. I don't know. Do whenever we get back. Sure, whatever.
Whenever narratively convenient. All right, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gotta be
basically.
no, it's gotta be the day of the wedding because that's drama.
Yeah.
I gotta, Astra's gotta be a bridezilla. Imagine if fucking Elodia ended up being the bridezilla. That'd be funny.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Shadow
Right,
Lord
it
shows
makes me
up. I brought the catering team. A bunch of skeletons in like
I'm the
little
DJ.
tuxedos. The hag mother shows up for like musical accompaniment.
Astra
MC
would just
Shadow Lord
become
in the
a
house.
fucking bridezilla just because of everyone that's showing up.
Mm-hmm.
She'd get very mad very
But
quickly.
yeah, Lodi and Astra, you guys basically determined to keep the wedding date open, and yeah, when it happens, it'll happen, and you'll have the invite sent when the time comes.
Whenever we're not fighting shit. Which means we're never having a wedding.
It would be nice to be able to retire, just live here.
Maybe one day. Ain't right now though. We got too much shit going on in our lives.
Ain't right now, man. Like this little flower that Camp drew and left in the pond.
I'm saving it for later.
That's a weird thing to say.
Ties it.
I hate that you turned him like that too. He looks so like. "Ugh."
It's for him to like drink the water, and like doing it like this would make it seem even weirder. Like that. You guys go outside and like Ross is just glitching out, clicking through the floor.
Don't worry about
I
it.
didn't know he knew how to breakdance.
Alright. But with that, Otter will, after a while, Otter will come out from the bath all nice and clean.
Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. Deers, elk, and moose are known to bathe in water while drinking. Yeah.
Ew.
Ross is also bathing.
Fucking
Oh, dear.
Otter just comes out, dick out.
Nah, he's wearing his clothes.
Good heavens.
Elodia doesn't even blink. And we're just like, what the fuck?
Another day with the boys.
She covers Astra's eyes.
Yeah. After breakfast, what do you all decide to do?
I'm going to make my way outside and start prepping for the journey.
Oh, yeah, Otter will help you out with that. Like, here, let me give you a hand. And as you guys just kind of start checking everybody's like packs, make sure everybody's got their stuff. Make sure you're not like leaving anything in the house, you know, not leaving any like phone chargers or anything. Uh, and yeah, as you all kind of gather to leave, Syl.
Before
what?
Astra does go, Astra's gonna restock the offering table. Is will. Because yes. Oh god. Why roll 20? I can't. Jesus. As I was trying to move the character, it was moving the screen like when you right click. So I was like trying to move her up and it would not
That's
let
happened to me
me.
before.
I had that problem while I was in Dungeon Draft making a map, and it's like, oh no. I had to
Dude,
close
shut-
it.
I for the most part use the middle mouse button to move.
Yeah,
Okay, you fucking psychopath.
You psycho, you absolute psychopath. All right, yeah. So, what kind of
Oh.
offerings do you put into the baskets?
I mean, it's not. It's. I don't know if it would count as anything as to why you're asking, because it's more like food and stuff like
Yeah,
that
it's
for
just flavor.
yeah, people for people who need it, kind of deal.
All right, yeah. You leave foodstuffs for anyone who passes by. Whether is it mostly food for animals, or is it like also just like a
People.
weary traveler comes by and they can take some?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's like the human part, and then when I get the farm part, it's gonna be the animal part there.
Yeah. All right, nice. Yeah. So yeah, you leave the food offerings at your shrine to the Cunning Mother, and yeah, place a little bit of a druid crafty spell on them to make sure they stay fresh for a while
An
while you're
extra
gone.
taste. I don't have precipitation. I can't do that. And then I come join. Yes.
Right.
I come join.
Astra, before we leave, would you
Lodia
be
locks
willing
the
to
door.
let me cast a spell on you? I want to test out the new spell I just learned.
It's disintegrate.
You want to give some more context first?
It's well, I ask you because you're the only one who innately flies. It's a spell that would bind you to the earth.
How long is this one gonna last?
It only lasts up to a minute. I just
Okay.
want to see.
Astra will fly like a foot in the air so she doesn't fucking drop.
It shouldn't hurt you. So
Okay.
5 feet should be alright. And I'll cast Earthbind on Astra.
Alright, Astra, do you resist it?
No?
Alright, yeah. You feel yourself get like pulled down towards the earth at a nice slow and rather safe descent. As you just kind of fly up a bit, have the spell cast on you, and you just kind of gently float down.
Astra's going to immediately look up at Elodia and like put her arms up like a child and be like, "Uppies!"
Wife, I require uppies.
Elodia, please pick her up. I want to see this too. I want to see how the spell reacts to someone else providing an aerial elevation.
Astra's just gonna get super excited and be like, "Uppies!"
Elodia will pick up Astra. And since Astra isn't technically flying, doesn't necessarily count for Earthbind. I
Astra's
guess
just
it's
gonna
also technically
sit on
forced
the shoulder.
movement, I guess.
And if she's not thinking it, Astra's just gonna stay there. She doesn't care if she can fly again. She's just gonna stay with Elodia. Unsurprisingly.
Elodia just gives Astra a piggyback ride.
Hell yeah.
Plant continues to examine the spell. Here's
Like
my
a minute?
question. Yeah. Is Astra bound to that square? Or can she still move?
You can still
just
move.
not through flying means?
Yeah, she would not be able to fly.
Also, if you can't tell, Plant is very interested in the magics.
Plant
You can
just
tell a
has-
little bit.
Plant is literally just being all like, huh, he makes note. Writes that down. Alright. But, with that, Syl, I guess, Astra, Russ will say, I will stay here and graze. I mean, guard your house.
Astra's just gonna like smile and shake her head and
Because
be
it's
like,
really nice. And warm.
I'm
And
gonna get
delicious.
you a place for here.
And the
'cause
blue
that's
ones
her
taste really
intention.
nice. Starts munching
Ash-
on the railing flowers.
Oh my god.
Like right in
Ash
front of
is
you
so
Shame.
calm.
this time.
Astra's just gonna face palm, but like not even try and stop him.
So we'll say, I'll drop by
Fireball.
to make sure he doesn't eat all of them.
I mean, pruning plants are a thing that you need to do, so
True.
as long as he doesn't eat all of them.
But how does pruning differ from devouring?
He
One of
shouldn't
them
eat
makes
all.
waste. The other one doesn't.
Makes nothing.
Well, it makes a different kind of waste.
Alright. Yeah, with that, Syl will say, but here, look, I will guide you to the eaves of the forest, and from there you can make your trek to Vagvorther.
Thank you, Sil.
I love Sil.
No problem. As, yeah, he will.
Fireball.
Yeah? Someone about to say something?
So,
Cap
Cap
said
wanted to.
something.
Yes, fireball. Fireball and fireball and fireball
I will
right
fucking. I will kill
Everywhere.
you where you stand.
there.
Alright.
And a fireball here and a fireball there. Fireball,
Oh my
fireball,
God.
ever a fireball.
Lodia's back on the map.
Yeah.
My wifey.
Alright, yeah. So yeah, Syl will guide you to the ends of the forest. And from there, kind of wave goodbye as you all continue on your journey. As Elodia will say, wait, hold on. I double check Elodia's spell list. Alright. Elodia will say, I don't suppose you got Juniper in your boat, did you?
I have Joe.
I don't think you like summon Joe briefly. Like, no, possible, but would need to be aquatic. We'll need to charter a ship then.
Wait. No.
Unless
I have conjure animals. Unless I have conjure animals. Let me figure out which one I'm gonna summon though.
get like a bunch of dolphins.
How many people do we have?
4.
4.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine. I have fucking.
Oh
heaps
no,
of
wait,
four.
5. Otter's also with you.
Okay, so an 8. So we have
Otter.
a
He can swim by
aquatic.
himself, can't he?
Swims across the ocean.
I have giant crab. Jesus.
Giant crab
I
would
think
work.
I didn't do. Would it? I have octopuses.
Giant octopi might work.
Can't you just summon
No, just regular.
the giant eagles again?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, the
Wait, no, isn't
flying
that only
creatures would
4
also
though?
work.
I could probably share. I know I'm sharing with Elodia. We can share with Elodia because I'm tiny.
You can fly.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. But they travel faster than I do, don't they? I don't know.
Depends on the animal.
Anyway. Let's. You know what? Can I wait? Is that going to be what size? Can it be a large creature?
Yeah.
Cool. We're doing giant owls because they're cooler.
Nice.
Are they giant owls or are they really
They're
big
giant.
owls?
No, they are large. They are large size owls.
Okay.
Walter, but big.
Big
You can
Walt.
summon
A
them.
Walter.
Walter, give us a lift, man. Fucking giant ass owls. Who needs to rent boats? Come on, Alodia. Fucking hell, get on my level.
All right. Yeah. So you summon some giant owls, and yeah, just kind of fly your way towards Vagavorther. The trip is nice and quiet as you make the journey.
No random encounters.
Are you just gonna randomly trigger that card, or did you just forget about it?
Which one?
The one that I copied and pasted sent to you.
Oh, that one procs during combat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you wanted to only do it during combat. All good.
So we have an aerial combat happening right now. What's the card?
Dun, dun, dun.
See if we even have a combat this session. I'm not gonna away with it.
Well,
Suddenly
you're all
it's
about
like
to make a
flame.
month-long journey to Half Moon Island, so plenty of
I
options.
get my research.
I get my robot spider eventually.
You got a robot spider?
Yeah, that's my
The fuck? Where's my robot spider?
project.
Oh, robot spider.
I would rather a robot owl.
Right.
Why does that say young?
Why does what say what?
Why does
Yeah,
Arcmail
that's been there
have
for a
arrow
while.
pointing say young
Yeah.
on the left
So
side?
basically, that came into existence when we first came back from the Shadowfell. And I was like, aha, he's young because we've traveled backwards in time. And yeah, I'll delete
Guys
it now.
coming from the north and flying. Oop.
Oh, when I was scrying.
Yeah, or something like that. I think you're scrying.
I don't know what you.
When I scried on Vagavorda, when we first got back, to see like if everyone was dead or not.
See if everyone was dead. Yeah. So, several hours pass as you fly across the Gurun Seidi, across the lands, over the kind of low mountain that Magavorther's kind of nearby, as you come to the familiar looking fortification. You should come in by air, as Kuno over here will wave at you all as he recognizes your faces of most of y'all, and not aim the ballistas at you guys.
Oh,
And-
Frank's changed again.
Yeah, Frank changed. As yeah, you guys fly over, and yeah, the owls land.
Every time we fly with something, I like use one of our animals. I'm just gonna get a different animal. So now I can never use giant eagles, and I can never use the owls.
It's Pegasi.
It's like the tarot cards. I have to refresh the whole day.
Giant wasp.
No, illegal.
Owls wouldn't like perch up on the roof of one of the dormitories. All right. summon a murder hornet to ride. Oh boy. Yeah.
I
So yeah,
suppose we
as
should
you
make our way
arrive,
to
Bardir will kind of greet you guys and he says, "Ah, welcome. Haven't seen you all in back at old Vagabother in a while. Welcome back."
Good to be back.
I just love that the owls are in here. Chilling in the fucking
Just
tiny
vibing.
ass room.
Have we missed much?
Well, double check.
We all serve the Shadow Lord now.
We all serve this guy named the Shadow Lord. No.
He's really cool.
He's pretty poggers. He says in character. No. He will say, well, I want to go. Well, there's been a number of hunts. There's been a lot of nasty monsters of late, according to Gorthairn, because seem to be originating from the Shadowfell, which, my knowledge, kind of looks at you guys, and then he'll kind of shout out, turning towards Gorthairn. He's like, "Gorthairn!" And he's like, yeah, I see them.
These fuckers.
On my way already.
Well, they're just being like a like straight potty mouth.
Ah, yes. The A-team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should probably, introduce.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to that.
Gorthairn will like kind of look at you three, look at Plant, and say, "Is that Frank or somebody else?" It's always hard to tell.
This is not Frank.
Oh.
This is Plant. We met her on our adventures in the Shadowfell.
I see.
To put it plainly, we've been through a lot, and we should probably discuss some things.
Yes, it has been a few months since I sent you out on that mission. As
Well,
yeah.
You go first, right now.
Oh yeah, I would say he will. Let's see. Tokens around. He'll say, "Come, let us talk in a more private setting, in the chapel. Ragnar has already done her morning services."
Wrong one. With the dragon head, let's go.
Oh, a nice taxidermy dragon head.
Ooh. I'm going into back entry because I'm cool.
Yeah, taking the long way, so cool.
Yeah, because I'm so cool. I'm fashionably late.
Right. Ash was just like turning behind in the pew and just like chatting to Plant. Not at all paying attention to Corbin. That's what it looks like.
Alright.
Plan to reciprocate chatter.
As seeing these two chatting away, knowing that Lodia and Audia were on different missions, Gorthairn will look to Steampunk as the confident one in the party.
Rude. Have I died yet?
Sorry. Responsible
also
one in the
true.
party.
Okay, yeah, no, it's bad. The responsible's bad.
I'm
the healer. I have the most responsibility.
Fair, fair. But yeah. Gorthern will turn to you and say, "Well, how was your foray into the Shadowfell? How did it go?"
Well, it wasn't all bad. I'll say that.
That's good.
A lot of it was bad, though.
A lot of it was bad. Yes. We made our way to what would be Vagavoda. And we found a group of people worshipping a god.
You know, just a random god. Can't really remember the name.
I am unfamiliar with the gods of the Shadowfell, Gorthern will say.
Well, the thing about that is,
Yeah, sweats.
They worshipped a god called the Ugly Artist.
Gorthern
And according to them,
frowned.
he was the spouse of the Cunning Mother. Shortly after meeting them, we encountered one of the Shadow Lords.
I feel like you skipped over a pretty important detail there.
I'm getting to it.
Okay. Alright. I feel like we should have started with that, but you keep going. Sure.
There was a lot.
Yeah, but there's one very pressing issue, and you're just like, whoop, over that.
Yes. But to know that, he needs to know the
Okay, just
Shadow
continue.
Lord of... Anyway. We met the Shadow Lord of Betrayal, and we later found out that he cursed this ugly artist, who then became the Slavering Maw. And as we know it, the story of the Cunning Mother defeating the Slavering Maw was one of triumph. But in discovering this, it's one of heartbreak. And to add to that, he took Frank from us.
Like, as you're kind of saying all this, Gorthern, like, when you mention the ugly artist, you get the impression, like, he knows that name. Because it is one of the eponyms of the Slavering Maw that some in the know, i.e. Cunning Bat members, would know about. But he will say, like, he'll kind of like have his arms crossed as you're saying all this, taking it in, as Steampunk fall in love with the betrayer.
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like that's an abusive relationship waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But you could say the same thing about the Cunning Mother, but he was good. So maybe love will turn the betrayer into being good. See?
I don't think
Brains.
Are you
Steampunk's
okay?
gonna love the betrayer.
this is a My Little Pony campaign.
It absolutely is. Friendship is magic.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
why isn't it then?
Yeah.
Let's make it one. No. Gorthan will kind of nod his head as you kind of say this. I had always wondered about the relationship between the Cunning Mother and the Slavering Maw prior to their fight, like why they came to blows in the first place, as to my knowledge, there is an agreement among the gods not to interfere with one another's actions. I always found that strange, but I was unaware that the cunning mother and the slavering maw were once wedded. That seems like a major kind of turns to like this like podium behind him with like a book on it, and kind of indicate towards that, and it's like, this is my first time hearing of such a relationship between the two. And you say that this Shadow Lord of Betrayal is somehow responsible for the fight that happened between the Cunning Mother and the Slavering Maw, is that correct?
As we know it, yes.
Kind of idly scratch his beard as he thinks for a moment. As he will say, there's an entity out there that can deceive even a god. That is worrying. Especially if that entity is itself not a god. What little I know of the Shadow Lords is, although they are extremely powerful creatures, they're only as powerful as Archfey, and the Archfey are, I guess at best, would be considered demigods. Means two gods, after all. Ugly Artist and Frank. And could you describe the Shadow Lord?
We
Were
didn't
you able
see
to-
him, right?
We did.
Did we? I know Frank did, but we.
Oh,
I guess we saw him.
I
walking
did.
up.
I saw him from a distance.
Hmm.
Astra,
That's
you
what
also
walk
would have
around.
seen him as well, because he was
Okay.
kind of floating above
'Cause-
his army, and you were the first to notice
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
army
Well, I know you
approaching.
said
Oh,
people
wait, yeah,
walking up,
she
but I
was-
wasn't sure if he was at the front or not. That's
Yeah.
All good. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Astra explains what she saw, because you
Yes.
remember everything Astra
Photographic
remembers.
memory.
Yeah.
Reads out DM notes of what he looks
Yeah.
like.
Nodders. You describe this fellow.
A JPEG.
He's so
Literally, like, he has a wrinkle here. Oh no, he's a skeleton. Don't worry. No wrinkles.
No wrinkles. Got a little crack in his skull right here.
Ooh, I like his wings.
Yeah. I like the little
Don't
like,
ooh at
shadow
him,
hair
he's
hanging
evil.
above him. Yeah.
I can say he looks cool. Evil people can look cool. You guys thought Elodia was fucked because she was a criminal. Remember that? Remember those days? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a soft heart.
Shadow Lord Betrayal.
As he
Soft
learned
heart.
those
Yes.
wars.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if that heart was made out of bones.
I don't think that's how it works, but all right. So yeah,
He's a Shadow Lord. He doesn't care about how it works.
You describe the Shadow Lord as Earththern will kind of furrow his brows as he tries to think of anything that he's read about, heard about this sort of figure. He'll say, well, from the sound of things, the Shadow Lord seems to be some sort of lich, but it's not one I've ever heard of. And unfortunately,
Astra's-
Cunning Pact does not usually deal with liches. That is something that the God Hunters do.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since well, I did the voice, but I meant it out of character.
Oh. Wow. Nice and confusing.
That's your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
That's
own
on you.
fault, Cap. Yeah.
So as like since Plant has pretty much always been in the Shadowfell for memory life, you know, as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Do they know much about the Shadow Lords or anything like that? Like, what
Make a history check with advantage.
Oh god. Do I even have?
Astra's also just going to mention, like, whenever you want to do it roleplay wise, but that Elodia had the idea of telling, you know, the HQ of this.
Yeah. So, Plant, you'd kind of know a little bit about each of the Shadow Lords. Unfortunately, since you're not a Archfey, basically, or an Arch Shadow, whatever, like, you're kind of not privy to all of the details, but you know a little bit about each of the different lords. Like you basically know that the Shadow Lords are also kind of called like the Dread Lords or the Unseelie Court. And I believe we've kind of already gone over it, but just to some of this to recap, the original Shadow Lords were kind of like these Seelie Fae who got banished from the Summer Court in the Feywilds, came to Prime Material, got hunted in the Prime Material, fled to the Shadowfell, and made their lives there because they were safe-ish, and have kind of slowly been succumbing to like the necrotic, depressive rot that infests that entire plane. And many of the current Shadow Lords are, not all of them, but many of them are like varieties of undead or corrupted Fey creatures. So like you would know there's a Lord of Anger, there's a Lord of Apathy, there's the Lord of Betrayal, which you've met, there's the Lord of Dolor, the Lord of Dread, the Lord of Envy, the Lord of Heartbreak, the Lord of Hunger, who you've talked to, the Lord of Loneliness, the Lord of the Lost, and the Lord of Madness. And they each kind of have, you would know that Southern, like the Shadowfell equivalent of Southern Armveather, like that kind of Southern Peninsula, is the domain of Shadow Lord of Anger. You would know that the Lord of Madness kind of hangs out in the Shadowfell equivalent of Guinanathrak, which is like the large inland sea up north in like the northern half of Brimtusk in the Highlands. You don't know where like the Lord of Hunger resides, nor like the Lord of the Lost, because you know, sea name. But yeah.
I just want to grab all of their titles again because I feel like that's a very important note to have. What was it again? It was Lord of.
All right, here. We'll give you the list. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I love lists.
Okay, so
of course, I will share this information with everyone present.
So we got Anger, Apathy, Betrayal, Dolor, Red, Envy.
I mean, we know where to find the Lord of Anger.
You guys literally saw his castle. fell.
Yeah. It was on Super Angie Island. Right.
Nope.
Oh,
There you go. Right there.
thank you.
But yeah, each of those is a Shadow Lord, and basically each continent has their own Unseelie court. So there's a few different Shadow Lords of the same title, but each continent would have a court like this.
This is important information, rather. I'm glad I know. What the hell is Dolor, by the way?
Like dolorous, which kind of means sorrow or distress.
Oh.
He's a sad boy. He's the one that you get contact depression from speaking to, you know? Really brings down the mood. Don't invite him to parties.
Don't invite him to the wedding. Got it.
Yeah. The rest are fine. You can invite the rest, but like, you know, Dolor will just kind of bring the whole thing down.
Lord of Envy's just like, God damn it, why can't I get married?
Yeah, basically. Anger is like, God damn it, why can't I get married? Angrily. Apathy is just like, I'm here.
Heartbreak's like, it's not going to last very long.
Yeah. Lost doesn't even make it to the wedding. They're like halfway across the continent.
Hunger is just over at the food
The
area.
buffet table, yeah.
Yeah.
Madness
Meanwhile,
is just
Madness
hanging
is
upside down from the trees, singing wildly, spitting like fun facts about like nothing in particular.
God,
that
I
you
want
don't
to
know
see
whether
this
or not they're
wedding
true
now.
or not. Shadow Lord party. But yeah, so you would know that. So like each of the continents on the reflective plane has like their own court, and this would also Astra, as Plant is explaining this. This also kind of rings true to the Seelie courts, the summer courts of the Feywilds, where Astra would be from. Though, despite the kind of chaotic nature of the Feywilds, the Seelie court kind of brings a sense of order, as it's more kind of like hierarchical, as there's like different lower courts and whatnot. So it's kind of, as you're listening to this Astra, you're kind of like get the sense that the Unseelie court is much less, I guess, bureaucratic, I guess, than the court you would be familiar with from the Feywilds before you got exiled.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
I just want to take this moment, by the way, and just say I'm sorry that one of your compatriots and members died. The one you call Frank.
There was nothing we could do.
Yes. Sounds as Gorthorn will say, it sounds as though he picked a fight that was too big for him.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Overexcited.
This is why one of the tenets of the pack is to be cunning, to know when it is best to act and when it is not. Seems like Frank let that get the better of him.
Something tells me it won't be the last we see of him either.
You think that this Shadow Lord may have captured him?
I think it's in the name.
That is unfortunate, but we can make sure to take countermeasures in case he should show up here in some new, twisted form.
Plant is going to tap Astra on the shoulder and just be like, "Is it all right for me to be here? I'm not exactly a member of this organization."
Astra is just gonna be like, "Are you planning on killing us?"
Astra pulls
Or
out
the
a dagger.
watch.
Astra slowly starts to warn out. Astra's just gonna be like, "You're fine. You've helped us this entire time. You're pretty much part of the pack already, in my eyes, at least."
I don't know what it takes to join.
Great question. I don't remember.
Claudia will kind of turn.
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't because it's over the time.
Yeah, Elodia will kind of turn back to Plant and will say, "Don't worry. You don't need to be a member of the Cunning Pack to have its protection. Or friends within it."
That's good.
Now you gotta get a sick tat. Astra shows that tattoo.
Elodia strokes her clavicle.
I was a bit nervous coming into this castle, so it's good that that tension's been relieved inside.
Plant. Now that you're looking, like, since you did get an aerial view of this place, it looks very similar to the one that of the slavering artist. Like almost pretty much exactly the same. Like made out of course, like, prime material, construction materials, and not in like, complete and utter ruin. But like, yeah, you definitely see like the various similarities as you kind of looked around on your way in to this temple. Like you can kind of see like even just like in this small chapel, like there was probably another corresponding one in the Shadowfell that was just in ruins with like a broken statue. And like, yeah, just looks remarkably similar and yet different.
Did prior to all the Shadow Lord stuff on that side, did I have time to look around the Vagavor over there?
Yeah.
So okay, good. Was the is this the same statue that was over there? Or different?
No. You're not in like the main citadel.
Oh. No, I mean
Though, would you like to investigate it?
I would, but also no, what I meant was like you said there was a chapel like this.
Oh yeah.
At the Vagavor. So was it was dedicated to the same god, that one over there? Or was it in ruins or
Yeah, so as you look at this statue, you see a depiction of a sort of humanoid woman, kind of like draped in kind of like the gear of a hunter, like a huntsman, with kind of like a sword in hand, or not a sword, but a spear in hand. And yeah, with that investigation check, you notice that the you notice that there is that there seems to have been some work done on like the hands. Like the hands were remade at one point for this statue.
Like were they?
Yeah.
In what way were
Yeah,
they?
like the stonework, the masonry on like the hands looks newer than the rest of the statue. Just slightly. Like a little bit.
I'm gonna point it out to Steampunk. Is that normal?
What do you mean?
Well, the craftsmanship on the hands there is newer than the rest of the statue. I was just wondering why.
Did Frank
Would
close
I
the
have
door?
any clue?
I
Right.
feel like Frank
Make
fireballed it.
Frank did it. It was all Frank.
no, right, that's
wouldn't
where he hid his
surprise
stash. Make a
6K
Oh yeah,
gold just
didn't he
starts pulling
stash
out.
his gold somewhere here?
in
Right
the
there.
dragon's mouth, I believe.
Oh my god.
No,
I don't even know if the rest of
I-
the party even knows that.
No, I don't
Where
know.
Frank stashed it was in the treasury for the Cunning Pack. So the Cunning Pack technically has it.
Well, you won't be needing
Yeah.
it anymore. So
I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
Wasn't
go
really
it's in
with-
stabbed.
his will. Hang on, my
What's a
headphones
will?
died.
Yeah, Steampunk,
Right,
make
did
an
you get my
investigation
message?
check.
His headphones died.
Oh no.
Did you get my message while we were waiting? I know I'm pain in the ass.
Who?
Ryder. There you go. I don't know if
Okay.
it's. I tried to make it like, you know, it's more expensive, but I'm not getting like the double benefit for the double price. Like I tried to make it less to make it like, you know, more annoying for me.
What are we talking about?
I sent
I have
Ryder
no idea.
like my idea of like the animal things because next time I get
okay.
money, I want to look at getting that and I want to have a number in mind. So if Ryder approves that, then I know I need to save that much.
Alright, what check am I making?
Yeah,
Investigation.
make an investigation check with advantage because you know a lot about stones and stuff.
Hold on.
Don't know so much about
Um,
stones no more.
Fireball!
There you go.
Thank you. Jesus.
Yeah, I got
18.
18.
With an 18, like Plant points out the hands on the statue as you look at it. And yeah, you start to see it too. There's kind of like a notable, I guess, lack of discoloration on the hands and spear that's being held, kind of indicating that it's a newer, more newly added. With an 18, you understand that the statue is. Gorthorn just stares in silence. Yeah. He just kind of looks back at the statue as you're pointing at it. He's like, what is it? You notice.
What are you looking at?
What are you guys looking at? Not an artist. He doesn't see the different things.
Convince him that the statue blinked.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. You think the make of the hands is probably like this is an old statue. It's been kind of worn with time, minus like a little bit of like upkeep that's been done to it over that same period. But like the colors and stuff are faded. You get the sense that like at some point this statue would have been painted, and you kind of see more like flecks of color on it around like on or around the hands than the rest of the statue, indicating that that was more recent, and not as much time has passed for that to go, as you kind of think at some point either the hands fell off or were broken off or what have you. Can't quite determine, but something happened that caused it to have to be replaced. And you also get the sense that with the rest of the statue, that the hands were originally in a different pose.
Could it getting closer and help investigate it better? Is there more to identify about it?
better
No.
idea.
Investigation is like the close look kind of thing.
Gorthan, did something happen to the statue behind you there?
Don't know actually. It's always been like that since I've been the sire here.
I
on.
want to break it now.
I'm
Gortharin
gonna
will
point out
kind of.
The hands.
Gortharin will pull out a scroll, and use it as he sends a message to Arthmail.
Arthie.
They found out.
Shit.
Ready's crossbow. Shame.
As whoosh, whoosh, hear like loud swooshing noises from outside. The doors rattle, the doors and windows rattle a bit as you feel the displacement of wind and the displacement of air in Deuce Lane's presence happen as Arthmail will make his way in. Called for me, Gortharin. As Gortharin will kind of point at the statue. The other alphas seem to think that something was done to this statue. Do you know anything about that? You served as sire here for centuries. Arthmail will nod his head and will say, "Aye. Several centuries ago." Sneezed and headbutted and broke it. Yeah.
Just
Slane
imagining
broke
the
it when he was a
stupid,
little
like,
wormling.
reason. Yeah, like this, like everyone's freaking out over this, and then it's literally the most basic explanation. Would be so funny.
He'll say, "No. Several centuries ago, during my time as sire, the castle was laid to siege. One of the catapults, boulders, came through the roof, over the walls, and struck the statue, breaking its hands. Originally, it held a bowl that had a prismatic crystal structure held in it. But since it shattered the crystal and we had no means of replacing it, after the siege was over, our artisans remade it and to have the spear in hand instead. Everybody make Arcana checks with advantage.
Nice little throwback there.
Arcana!
I think I know
so,
why.
Mine's gonna do shit even if I do well, because I have, wait, which one is it? One of my tarot cards. Let me figure out which one it is. It is the world. That one removes.
Zoldo.
Oh my god. So
Penalty of 1d6.
mine is great. Mine's actually
Wow.
11.
Yikes.
Yeah.
10.
I got 11.
Well,
Like,
you
you got
have your
advantage.
bless
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, you,
No, I
you
don't-
can guidance yourself if you want.
Why? Plank out 25. Oh, I
Okay.
guess guidance doesn't use anything.
Yeah.
I'll give the guidance to plant.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
27.
Give it to me.
With
Plant did better. Why would I? She's gonna tell us.
for like each of you, like the prismatic crystal sounds familiar, but like Plant, you having spent the most time at the Slavering Artist fortress. As Arthmael kind of describes it, if you like ask him in more detail, he'll like describe it. Yeah, you get the sense it was the same type of crystal, like exactly the same type of crystal as the one that was in the Shadowfell castle.
Ah, quantum entanglement, I understand. What is this? Do I know the significance of this crystal? Or just that it is the same one?
You know, that crystal has, that type of crystal has latent, like, hold on, back. Has latent, like, conjuration magics to it. So it's like, it's often used, specifically in spells of, like, transportation and whatnot.
Oh.
So what you're saying is
Oh no.
money.
Well. Oh, was the crystal in the in the artist's temple? Was that was used up when everyone escaped through that portal, right?
Temmie screaming in the back.
I hear demons.
It was
coming.
planned. Why do you ask?
Well, if I'm just wondering, like, if it's possible for that to be recharged, potentially the Shadow Lord could use it to get to here if they're connected.
What?
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
If there was a crystal here, or what happened to the remains of the crystal?
Well,
Arthman? Have I been introduced to you yet? I don't know.
I am
Introduced to
Arthmael.
who? All right. Sorry.
It's good to meet you.
Extends his
Arthman.
hand.
I extend root.
Yeah. As a reminder, here's one Arthmael. He's an old elf. Which
And
is
that
a
means he's
statement
fucking
in and of
old.
itself.
Man is 1,000,000 years old.
What's AS?
After sundering. It is currently 766 AS.
Jesus Christ, die already.
Like I said,
Wow.
he is old for an elf. Blant, you note, this man is a Shadarkai, which is the
yes.
subrace of elves that originated from the Shadowfell.
It's all coming together.
Mhm. You've never seen it. Like, it throws you off because you've literally never seen a Shadarkai in this kind of lighting before, which is to say, any sort of lighting. Like
so
in the
much older
Shadowfell, they
than-
kind of just look like, slate gray, but like you see now, there's kind of like a little bit of a purplish hue to his skin. But you see like the telltale like signs of like Shadowkai like features to him. The kind of like gaunt face, the white hair. You can still kind of see strands of kind of like the silver-like color going through it, which is common amongst the Shadowkai. But it's mostly gone white. Yeah, you see a wrinkled old Shadowkai elf before you.
Shadowkai looks so old in the prime material.
No. No. He will laugh. It's like, no. I am old. I am 663, I believe.
Oh. Well,
Guys.
you look like you're in good health.
Bro, I can't remember my age at 24. How does he even remember what fucking century
At
is
what
his
point
year?
do you just give up, you know?
Jesus.
Number.
Nod his head. I also have keen mind. Nods at Astra. I could never forget. I have a keen mind, he says, pointing at his noggin.
With just this smirk, like old man smirk.
Smirk, smiles at the camera.
So, getting back to what I was saying, what happened to the remains of the crystal that were here, Arthur?
Well, whatever magic was imbued in them dissipated they dissipated, destroying with a bit of an explosive force that just turned the crystal into dust. Unfortunately, the keeper of the temple died during the siege. With him, the knowledge of what it did.
In a way, that crystal is still here then. If it was turned to dust, it could be in every corner of this room.
Earthern is like, do we need to get some sort of anti-divination enchantment set up in here?
Could I make a
I know a
check?
guy who has a vacuum. We'll be fine.
A vacuum. What's a vacuum? It's you guys, as Steve
could I
was your
make
guys'
a-
first introduction to such things.
Yeah.
It's like a
Steve
broom,
just
but
comes in and hoovers the whole
automated.
place up.
A broom, but it does it itself.
What?
Could I make another check to identify whether or not, just because the crystal is destroyed, could it and like disperse and all that?
Do you
Could
have
it-
detect
it's
magic
magic.
eyes? I might be thinking of Broom Tusk.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I have Devil's Sight, and I don't.
That's
let me see
the
if I have
big
Detect
dark
Magic.
vision, right?
I do have Detect Magic. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have the big dark magic. Dark vision, and yeah. I also have Identify too if I need that.
Yeah. If you make an Arcana check.
Okay. Astra, could I have as much assistance as you can provide, and also you as well, Steampunk, if you may. Help me look for magics.
Okay.
22. All right. 20. Ooh,
Damn.
wow.
Damn.
Okay, 32.
Is
You're
that 30?
welcome.
Yeah, it is.
Woo. All right.
The cosmic the ones I've cosmicked have been the highest.
Steampunk's like, I was here. Yeah, Plant. Like you take a look at the statue again, like the base of it, the surrounding area. Like obviously, like the floorboards, no crystals in them. Like these floorboards are kind of much newer. Like centuries have passed, they would have replaced them floorboards at some point. But looking at the statue, you see tiny slivers that when they're like kind of catch the light at certain angles, the color shifts a bit. And there's just kind of like embedded into parts of the statue. Like at first you kind of mistook them as like the few remaining flecks of like paint that was still on the statue, but you now notice that a lot of those flecks are actually just pieces of this old crystal having like burst, and just like the fragments like embedded themselves into the statue in various points. And then you cast Identify.
Touching. Yes, I want to. If I can pluck one out and just hold it and examine it closely.
Yeah, you look upon it as you cast identify. Are you doing 1 minute or ritual casting?
I probably would do ritual because it's not
All right. Yeah.
like prepared.
Yeah, they will. Fine. Yeah, they just kind of discuss amongst themselves. As like, Arthmail just talks about this siege that happened, as he kind of explains that it happened way back in the 200s. Yeah, Arthmail just goes on a full grandpa story time mode, um, as he talks about this siege that happened. Yeah, this is actually kind of what led him to be selected as later as as the sire of the pack. He wasn't at the time of the siege. He wasn't the sire. He was just an alpha at the time. And after the siege and his achievements during it, in helping to break the siege, he was kind of selected so that once the sire at the time retired, he became the next one. With the identify spell, you do feel just like the faintest remnants of conjuration magic. And it is a conjuration magic that feels familiar to you. Like the magic is, or at least was, tied in some way to the Shadowfell.
Yes. The crystal is still here. I will put my hand forward with a little sliver on the
Orthan
end
will
of the finger.
let out a sigh. I will have Ragna gather the ingredients for some anti-divination rituals then.
Potentially a little bit more extreme than that. I can feel the presence of the Shadowfell in the sliver.
It's like, again, Gorthern's like, what? Arthmail kind of arcs an eyebrow.
There was a crystal similar to the one that's been described in the Shadowfell. Astra and Steampunk, you saw the crystal, right?
We did.
I can tell you exactly what it looks like too. Looks at Ryder.
Astra describes. Astra describes it, and you go over like how it was used to open up like this portal to like an escape hatch, basically. As Gorthane will say, we have a similar statue in the castle itself, just of the cunning mother, but
Does
that
it
one
have a
also
crystal?
is also missing crystal. It's just an empty bowl.
Well, I feel like the fact that this crystal was here, and I feel the Shadowfell inside this, I think now that the Shadow Lord of Betrayal run us out of the Shadow Vagabother, he has control over that crystal. If it's linked to this shard right here, that means it's linked to this statue too. I imagine potentially.
Plant. Through your identification, you get the sense that if the crystal were still whole, it could be used to make a shadow crossing. But as it is now, fragmented in just like the tiniest of pieces, and most of the crystal just utterly destroyed, you don't get the sense that anyone would be able to, like, teleport through the statue. The
Okay.
sort of like magic, the remnant magic is too little to be of any real use.
Too little, too late.
Mm-hmm.
See, Ryder, I'm not doubting the power of a Shadow Lord. So, I don't know what they can do. They can just they can just like bring it all back from a distance,
Shadow Lord
you know?
of Betrayal, like reverse time, and like
Exactly.
then we have to like role play everything that we just did.
Our
like,
word repair
backwards.
crystal.
Our word repair crystal.
I retract my previous statement then.
Still,
But
might be a good idea to get some stuff to block divination and teleportation here, especially now that we know of this threat. That, by the way, Gorthern looks to Arthmail. Did you know? And then Gorthern like floor dumps on Arthmail what you guys have told him. As Arthmail will kind of shake his head. It's like, no, I had no idea about any of this. I knew that my kin hailed from the Shadowfell, but I had never been there myself.
it's not a very good place.
So I have heard, and so I have never decided to visit my family there, that I'm sure probably maybe exist. He shrugs. But that's fine. I have Dyslane.
Do you think it would be a wise idea to go over this statue and collect as many slivers as possible and put them into some sort of vault or treasury that has about 6,000 gold pieces from one of your members?
I suppose we could try collecting it all, but if you think that the magic is inert, I don't particularly see the point in doing that, Gorthern will say, shutting down the metagaming.
Oh, didn't get me the
Sorry, I
fish.
should have my plant. I got like a little
Plant!
like thing where the water catches, and I left it in the garage, and I asked him to get it when he brought me my food, and I even reminded him just before he left, and he still didn't get it. So now he's getting that for me. Don't mind me, I'm gonna eat dinner. Din dins.
But yeah.
I still wouldn't trust it though. The fact that the crystal allowed for a form of transportation rapidly, and the fact that I felt the Shadowfell's presence, even in a little sliver, protection against divination would be the minimum, I would say.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
I am myself a cleric, and I can enlist the aid of Ragnar, and we can fortify this building to prevent any divination. Kind of like think. And oh, that reminds me. I'll kind of look to Astra, Steampunk, and Elodia. The construction on that mine base, the opening
Oh.
to the Underdark, it's been completed.
Oh, neat.
I'm
We
happy.
Even though
Current-
you don't know.
Yeah. We have sent. Zooms out. We've sent Razor to go through some recruitment. Recruit some people to
Good old Razor.
be stationed there. But
It'd probably
Family and
be
Frank.
safe to send Tristan there as well.
indeed, he is.
If he
familiar with
wants, if he wants to go back there.
Ah, Tristan, you mean Linda?
Forgot about that.
Same token, same undead token.
I didn't. As literally when we came back, I saw Tristan's token. I was like, oh, Linda.
Yep.
By the way, do I know about the Shadow Lords and like undead? Or they're all undead or something like that?
They aren't all undead, but many of them all are. Particularly the oldest ones are undead. A lot of the younger ones are kind of like corrupted archfey, basically.
I just kind of look at the dead dragon skull right next to the statue. I'm just like, oh no. Anyway.
Plant, you
In
would know
any
that
case-
the Shadow Lord of Madness is a dead dragon.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Huh? What?
I'll let you
Kinda
worry about
glad we
that
didn't
that
go to
lore
them
nuke
now.
Let's go. We started this.
on your own
Let's
time.
go.
On your own time. But yeah, Gortharin will say, I think taking all of this that you have reported into consideration, this segment of worshippers in remnants of worshippers of the Slavering Maw in the Shadowfell, what did you do with regards to that group? Did you eliminate them?
No. They seemed, well, like us. They didn't have any evil ideals. In fact,
From my
they were quite
experience.
welcoming.
Yeah, in fact, they helped us.
From my experience, they're good people.
They have no plans on coming to the prime material. In fact, the leader isn't even aware of what happened between the Cunning Mother and the Slavering Maw.
It was in the contract that made me sign.
Can't speak about it due to NDAs. No. Berthern will kind of nod his head and will say, So a unknown sect of the Slavering Maw is operating in the Shadowfell. Seems as though they are, by your accounts, potential allies. If ever we have any expeditions into the Shadowfell to deal with the Shadow Lord.
Most
Seems
definitely,
so.
they invited us back.
Will, I think, be an important point of contact then. If ever we send any teams, any packs into the Fell. But before we could do such a thing, we'd first have to discuss such an expedition with the Cunning One on Half Mona Islo. My mouth just ate that word that I just said. Isle. There we go. Like island. Okay, thank you, mouth. I'll have to bring this
Um,
to the attention of the leader of the cunning pack. From there, make a decision.
may I keep this sliver of the crystal with me?
You don't think it is dangerous? I don't see why not. And it will give you time
I
to
didn't say
further
no.
study it.
I'll just get a little vial, because I imagine I have a vial, just a simple little
Yeah, you're a wizard. You've got
potion
like
vial system.
vials and flasks and shit for spell components.
Yeah, I'll just pop it in there and
Right.
I'll get a
Plant.
little twine eventually. Just
Plant is actually a wizard, a witch. Thing she
I mean,
hates.
kinda.
Mm.
She
That reminds me.
continued her knighthood. She might have made it into becoming a witch.
She
During her
figures
magic
it out and
powers.
has to kill herself based on her own morals.
Oh yeah, I would definitely have vials. Actually, now that I think about it, literally
Yeah,
my
you literally make
possibilities.
you literally make Witcher potions, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gorth. No. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oof. Rip.
You were talking
Unbelievable.
about the isle that we're going to, the Half Moon Isle.
Yeah.
You're going to bring up something about plant as well. When I put the crystal into the
Oh,
little vial.
That's what it was. Plant. As a research project, you could research that particular crystal to learn how to potentially recreate it or counteract its effects. Or both,
God.
if you want to spend more research time.
Oh God. Can I have a rundown of potentially how long these research projects would take?
Probably like 1 month each.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. I know the first thing I need to research though.
Though, I will say, they would be required to be done like the research, I guess, level intensity, I guess, would have to be dangerous research because you're dealing with ancient magics, ancient planar magics, where things start to get
Hold on, as
especially
I-
volatile.
Try to find the research tab.
Yeah, it is in rules, downtime, major projects. And basically, it's just like cost difference. I would say that for the purposes of this project, or I guess since it gives 2 months worth of progress, each would take 2 months to do. So you only really need to succeed once, but it is at a DC 20 with no nat 1s or 2s. Don't get nat 1s or.
Could I ask? I can do some research onto this crystal and potentially find more about it, but could I have some research funds?
Downtime, let's go.
Just do it while
No.
we're traveling.
No, Plants just trying to
No,
get
wants
access to
money.
Frank's old money stash.
Bro,
Ah.
if I could, I would, because legit, I don't have enough to research anything currently.
I wouldn't mind some of that money.
I have like
Same.
100 gold.
I think I've only got like 200 gold. So
I have 2k.
shut the
Steampunk
fuck up.
saves money.
Mhm.
Hang on. Let me just say, it
I'm
costs
a fucking healer. I need to buy my own potions.
it costs
You also bought a house.
400 gold per
Oh,
character
okay.
level to do research. What level
Yes.
are we currently? So that's
Level
4k
10.
gold for
Yeah.
one research.
Big project.
I need money.
You need that money
I
so
need-
that you
I
can
need-
melt it down into this crystal. Uh,
I need
But,
150k, so
Othmel, I noticed that your
Why?
dragon is made out of
because
crystals.
that's the most expensive animal trinket farm
You
that I
want
can
Oh
get.
my
big
god.
farm,
Mhm.
big animal sanctuary.
And
Trying to save the world, but I want animals.
Yeah.
Gorthern, at Plant's request, will say, if you think you can research this crystal to learn how exactly it works, as well as potential ways to, well, I suppose having such a crystal would be helpful to us if the Cunning Pact decides to make an expedition into the Shadowfell, or, if not, a way to counter this Shadow Lord using similar crystals to come to the prime material. So yes.
That's
Astra is going to be like, I'm probably not going to do well, but I'll try. Astra's going to be like, and I think you should also give her a little bit extra because she's doing all this time without even being a member.
Make a
What do I roll?
persuasion check.
Persuasion, okay.
I would also like to make
Oh,
a persuasion
God.
check,
Oh,
please, dear
no.
God, please.
Alright, yeah. Make an assisted
Cosmic
persuasion
Heaven
check,
as
so
well.
granted. 19 plus 2,
21.
21
Okay, cool.
plus cosmic,
Alright.
24.
Didn't need to use the cosmic, but I was panicking because I have like a 1 on persuasion.
Yeah. Gorthern will kind of think for a moment and will say,
You're
yes,
welcome.
I think we could do that. Recently, you know what? Gorthern would know what's up with the treasury, so he probably would be aware of the fact that Frank left his money with it. So he'll say, well, Frank deposited a great sum of his own personal wealth into the treasury, so we can relinquish that to you as research funds, and as reward for your endeavors in the Shadowfell, I think you all deserve payment as well.
150k. Give it.
That's too much. That would make the Cunning Pact go into
Silver.
debt.
I know, but I can still wish.
And so the Cunning Pact becomes insolvent.
You know what's gonna happen? Right before we fight the Shadow Lord of Betrayal and the whole campaign ends, you're
The
gonna get that
true
150k.
No, the true evil shows up. The debt collectors. Debt collectors from
Literally-
the Nine Hells.
Literally, Steve.
Steve crashes
just like
into
a
the
pit
castle.
theme.
I've come for my money.
I want to work with
Whoa.
Steve again. He gave us good shit. He gave us plus 2 stuff. It was awesome.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gorthern will say yes. As reward, and given your involvement in this, despite not being a member of our organization, I think we can pay you as well. I never got your name. I'm Gorthern.
Ah, I am Plant.
It is good to meet you, Plant.
I am human.
I am Plant. You will like nod at, it's like, yes, simple name. I see. As it is good to meet you. For all of your efforts in bringing this report to us, and this news of this grave threat that seems to be lurking in the shadows. He will kind of pull out he'll like reach into a bag on his belt and bring out like this kind of small little like hand-sized chest, as inside of it he will pull out 3
gold.
3 gold. No, he will
Don't
pull
spend it
out
all at one place.
Do we still have the Steve coupon? No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, didn't Frank add that?
Yeah, I think Frank used it.
Oh.
Foiled again by Frank,
Oh.
sitting upon his
Why have I
carven
done
throne
this
of
to
betrayal.
myself?
But yeah, inside are 3 gems that are well. Let's see what they're worth. Or rather, I know what they're worth. I just need to see what type of gem.
One's worth 100k,
They're
Another's
all
worth
perfect
50K.
diamonds.
and we immediately sell them and then use all that money to upgrade everything except buying a farm. Easy.
I'm buying my house.
All right.
Yeah,
I
shut
still
the
don't own
fuck
any
up, then.
property.
You spend all your money buying my house, he says, and then fucking he doesn't.
Yeah, I still have yet to buy a house.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up. You're buying a house too. Stop giving me shit for buying a house.
I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying
did.
you bought a whole house.
I just want
Fuck you.
basic equipment.
The adults
Shut up.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So inside are 3 red gemstones. Steampunk. You recognize them each as different types of gemstones, but all kind of different, similarly colored in varying hues of red. One is kind of like a darker, like red-brown color that you recognize as jacinth or hyacinth. Another is a red spinal, which is kind of like this, more deeper, like deep red color to it. And the third you recognize as a garnet. Each of these is worth 1,000 gold, or 3,000 gold total, in basically these 3 gems. Yes, Gorthern will say each of these gems
They're all
are
red.
worth 1,000 gold. Bring them to any appraiser, or for it to be, converted into currency. But handing you 100 pounds worth of gold, I think, would weigh you down. So these gems will be much more efficient.
Unless if we spend it now.
We'll be sure to spend it wisely.
I have no doubt of that. But
I suppose we should make preparations then.
indeed, I will send a letter to the Moonlit Sanctuary, letting the cunning one know that we will be on our way. As we
You're so cunning. Why doesn't he know we're coming?
He probably does. Or she.
Or they.
Yes, they
Or
like or eldritch entity. Yep. Just go over and you see like an attack helicopter. But yeah, no, they although of course the legend behind the cunning one is that they are direct descendants of the cunning mother, that unfortunately is simply a bit of, I guess, propaganda, you could say.
They lie.
They are mortal, though they are a strange kind of elf. I've never met another of their kind before. That particular kind of elf.
Hmm.
Have you heard of the High Elves?
High elves are actually quite common, so I'd recognize them. This is a different kind of elf. But make our preparations. I'm sure you have had a long journey on your owls to get here. So take the night to rest, and we will leave on the morrow, post haste. I will have Sindri prepare his ship. And will be the quickest way to get there.
I want to see
Very
my
well.
child. He's been waiting there for so long. I want to see my child.
But anyways, you all are dismissed unless there's anything else you wish to talk about. Jorthern looks to Astra, looks towards the door, like out the window, to the pet farm, to the pet area, to the petting zoo.
He is unsurprised.
Mhm.
Astra's gonna go to her child.
And Steampunk's gonna go to his.
And it's just going to stand there.
Children. Where are all my children? All my children need to gather around me, please. Yes.
I actually have to ask a few things. Mainly, you said there was the ability to do like a research project on one of my spells to change its element, right?
Yes. So that is also downtime activity. That would be the spellcraft downtime activity.
Spellcraft.
Where you can kind of alter the effect, or give it an additional effect to it, or make it so that it can target more people, for example.
Yeah, because I definitely want to do that. At least experiment with it. But yeah, I didn't know what it was called.
Spellcraft. Like, yeah, if you
More
wanted
like
to make
Snowcraft.
Fireball actually a cold ball, you could do that.
That's pretty much what I want to do with the flaming sphere.
Snowball. Snowball fight. Cast Fireball, but as a cold spell. But like, yeah, the other things you could do is give it like a lingering effect, so that it does like persistent damage. So like, imagine a fireball that does ongoing damage instead of just one time.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I like all of this, right?
Yes. Or like an additional effect, so like you throw the fireball and it also stuns them if they fail their save, or additional target
that
if
was a
it's like
spell
a
you saw.
targeted spell.
Spells are the best, dude.
All right,
Spells
but,
are
I
the
have
best.
two.
yeah, Astra and Steampunk, you will both go out to your animals. You see Astra as you get over. Wolfweld, here, the bugbear, is kind of feeding the giant ass Dr. Zoidberg some
He
worms.
was in the water, so he wet.
Yeah, he wet, and then kind of hopped over as you arrived, and Wolfweld has grabbed a bunch of worms and is feeding them to Dr. Zoidberg.
Good, very nutritious.
Yeah, very nutritious for a bird.
I feel
Dr.
concerned.
Zoidberg
Oh, it
pecks at
is
his hand at the
Zoidberg.
worms, and Wolfweld is like, ow, ow, ow. So cute.
And then just
Ow.
continues.
Yeah.
Keeps going.
But yeah, all of your animals gather around you, Astra, as you see Dr. Zoidberg, Stella. Yep, seems very excited to see you.
I missed you.
Where
Missed
is
all of them.
Pinchy?
I love
Who?
Oh yeah,
Still
where
in
is
his chip.
Pinchy?
He'll be in the boat, won't he?
Pinchy. Ryder, what have you done to my boy?
Ryder's just like, what? What do I do?
Don't
Fuck.
worry.
Oh no. I have a
Pinchy's
bad
also-
feeling.
But yeah, steampunk
Frank just
Jupiter,
appears on like this colossal, like
colossal crab.
Yeah,
It's like,
trees
"Hey,
and
boss,
Titan.
we got some
Hey,
weaklings to eliminate." As
God.
Jupiter is also excited to see you, steampunk.
Oh, my sweet little girl.
Blanche, you leave the temple, and you see this. What is your reaction to that?
First of all, what the shit is that? Second,
Craftsmanship.
the arcane runes around the rim are very interesting. Whoever started doing this must have been really intelligent.
God.
Maybe I'll consider their work.
Yeah.
God.
Auda and Ragna will approach you, Astra, as Auda will say, "We've been taking care of your pets. They've been missing you, but they've been getting along nicely. No fights or anything between them or the other animals. So they are very well behaved. Taught them well."
Astra thanks them and says,
And Yip
take
has
after
also
me.
grown a few inches as well.
It's got a mark
I was
on the
actually,
wall.
literally, as we were talking in there, I was looking at getting art pieces for like older Yip.
Here,
to get for later
I will adjust Yip accordingly. Boop.
Sounds about right, yeah. That's fair.
Update token. There we go. Yip is now a few inches taller. It's been, a couple months. Yeah.
He's my big strong boy.
Big strong boy. And hope you don't mind, but I did take Yip out hunting a few times with Solveig. This is Oda speaking. So that we can make sure that he knows how to hunt for his own food. And he has taken to it quite well.
Sad, but I can't. I cannot be sad about that because he needs to be a big boy.
Why are you on a different continent?
I'm not on a different. Sorry, I'm trying to do my plant so it goes in right.
You're doing what to plant?
No,
Nani?
I'm putting my plant on the fucking lattice work thing so it's growing right. Fucking God, I hate that your name's Plant Cap.
I don't want to be strung up to a lattice, please.
I don't want to be lettuce.
But yeah, Stella muzzles you, Astra, as you reunite with animals. As yeah, are there any scenes that you would like to have before we start the trip to Half Moon Isle?
I want to sell a bunch of shit.
All right.
Sell the gem
I
just got
don't
done.
have shit to sell, so that's sad.
I should probably get a sheep.
I don't think I have anything either.
All right. Yeah. So Steam.
I'm gonna burst in the door like that one bit from Frozen.
Steve looks up
What?
at you. Ah, welcome back.
First.
You know the bit where she like, I think it's this bit.
Oh right.
Like, I'm back, bitches.
Fucking Toki's there though. Fuck that. Fucking BBG.
Fucking Toki and his carbon throne. Fuck him.
Yeah. He's my BBEG,
Just
okay?
like
I didn't know she
any
was-
character you dislike, Carbon Throne, instant.
Yeah.
Carbon thrown them.
Are they on the
How
throne?
will Sheeb handle the news of Frank's death, though? You know,
She probably wouldn't care.
they were so close, so close, man.
Steampack. It has been a few months. Steampack. Her
That it has.
snakes in her hair kind of look out towards you, kind of flicking their tongue towards you.
I hope you've been well.
I have.
Not too much going on here, I suppose.
There's been an increase
Um,
in hunts, so I've had to spend more time brewing potions. Normal, and without Hild here to help out, it's rather overwhelming of late.
Yes, we're trying to get on that, but we've been quite busy.
Understand?
Gold is our lowest priority.
Either
Hild,
way.
save her for the other campaign. That's their problem.
I've come to sell.
What would you like to sell then? She opens up the shop menu.
Wii music starts playing.
A
You know,
chest
I do
opens up. It's a mixed
I did
mouth.
buy the OST for Potionomics, so I should just start importing that. For whenever you
Hell
guys
yeah!
are at Sheeb's shop.
Alright, what have I
Sheeb
got?
is just
So I've
Quinn.
got
I mean,
1,000,
kinda is.
2,000,
Well, Hild is probably more Quinn.
100.
Astra wants to show Lydia the fucking fortune of the wedding whenever, because I forgot to do that earlier.
Oh yeah, like the little tapestry that got.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I wrote down what was said.
Right, yeah, she
But
over the tapestry, and we'll say, oh,
Didn't we get a few fortunes?
we got two. We got the one that says the Carbon Throne, and then we have the Love Fortune, which was mine. For me. Me and myself only, thank you.
yeah, she will look it over, and it's like, oh, this is quite nice.
Should have put it in the house. I forgot.
Yes, we should have. Next time we go.
Meanwhile, her fucking pockets have like a fucking sword and fucking potions and everything else just sitting in her pockets.
I mean, they're along
It's
like
in
a
the bottom
bandolier
of
that
it.
she's wearing, and like a sword frog at the end and scabbard.
Carrying too much shit.
That moment when you look at your inventory and all of your equipment, you're like, how am I carrying all of this? Does this fit in a backpack? I'm not sure. Anyways, Steampunk, what are you selling?
So all the stuff I want to sell, gem, the black crystals, mushroom, fluorite, and tears equals to 2,405 gold.
2,405?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, I got one of the gems, right?
Yeah, everyone got one.
Cool. I didn't write it because I was in the kitchen.
Let's
I'll
see.
try Garnet, 'cause
Steampunk
it's the only
sells
one I remember.
2,405 GB worth of miscellaneous shit that he doesn't need. There we go. She will say, will come out to be quite a lot of gold. Would you like payment in gems or platinum, perhaps?
I'll take platinum, sure.
Alright, yeah. It comes 240 platinum and 5 gold.
How do you think Plant's gonna react to Steve?
Plant is going to be confused.
And overwhelmed. And kind of just shut down. So.
I love that Yip is still riding the wolf.
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't want to leave the wolf. He's now like sees the wolf as his mother instead of me.
Right.
How sad.
Yeah, she will hand you out the money as she like makes 2 little stacks, or makes like 4 little stacks of like 50 coins, and kind of hands them over to you as like, here you
Wait,
go.
is the platinum 5 gold or 10 gold?
10 gold.
Oh, okay.
So you got basically
So that 5 would
240
be it.
platinum and 5 gold.
How much can you fucking carry? I mean,
I'm a robot.
Oh no.
I just
I'm a
assume you
robot.
just
Robots can still
put your
carry too
money in
much.
like a pouch and then throw it in the bag of holding. You know, gotta worry about its
Yeah.
weight.
I mean, I do have the bag of holding.
See? Options. Is there anything else you would like?
Yes. Do you... Actually, wait, hang on. I was in robot mode. Do you have any haste potions in stock?
Yes. Yes, we do. I just double check. That would cost again. Right, sure? Potion. Alright, spell scrolls. Let's see, haste is the third spell, 3rd level, so 300 gold per.
Oof. I'll take one of those.
Alright,
Please.
very well. He hands you a haste potion. It's familiar to you by now. Yeah, you fucking haste junkie.
I did it.
I need the speed. Y'all got any of that haste?
And now, I'm going to go to Simbel.
What can I do for you, steampunk?
I was on the market for some new armor. I was wondering if I could maybe trade my previous armor to maybe get a discount.
What kind of armor you looking for?
I was interested in full plate armor.
Oh. Plate armor is gonna run you. Yeah, what's the base price of plate armor?
I think it's 1,500.
Remember, more than that. Oh no, it is 1,500. Yeah. Let's see. Plate armor, mundane, or do you want enchanted?
Well, my current armor's enchanted.
Basically, getting
so...
it to be like a +1 armor would cost an additional 1,000 gold.
Oof. How much would I get off that if I traded my current armor?
What is your current armor?
An adamantine breastplate +1.
Yeah. That would probably get you quite a bit off. Expand. Yeah. Expanding item tables. Alright. Adamantine adds. Okay. Okay, so adamantine adds 150. Enchanted to be a +1, so that's 1,150. 50, and then what kind of armor was it again?
Chest plate.
Ah.
No, breastplate.
Let's see, 500, 400. Okay. So 1,150 plus 400. All right, yeah, that will give you like 1,550 off your next purchase, basically. As he'll be like, yeah, we got some plate armor that we can have readied for you. Would you like it to be enchanted?
Yes, please.
Okay, so +1 plate armor, so that'll be an extra 1,000 gold. Making a note. Okay, so
I'm
plate
not even
armor.
gonna
So
get a chance at the random
1,500
encounter.
plus 1,000. Math. And then, would you like any additional enchantments on it? Make it adamantine as well, if you'd like.
Can I look at the list again?
Yeah, the list is here. You'll have to kind of scroll down a bit to the armor and shield section, as well as expand it because it's a big table. But adamantine would cost like an extra 150. But there's other things, like if you wanted it to be like, shiny and emit light, or silent to apply no penalty on stealth, which plate armor definitely does. Or if you want it to be a plate armor of storage, so you can have more pockets to put things in. Want to be menacing looking? Put the smoldering enchantment on. Make it like kind of give out wisps of like smoke.
And some of these are really good.
You can also hold on to that and be like, yes, I get enchantment. I will decide on that before next session. Which, this being a basically +1 armor, +1 armor would give you like 2 enchantment slots, basically. Or you can also put
I
both
might go
enchantment
lucky.
slots into adamantine and get an additional effect for adamantine.
Wait, what does that do?
And a
In
heightened
addition to
like
the-
2-slot effect. In addition to the previous effect, when you are subjected to a magical effect that allows you to make a strength or con saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damages if you succeed on the saving throw. Basically, muscle evasion.
Yeah, I'll take that, please.
All right, that'll be an additional 500 for that. So, this is gonna come out to be 3,000 gold, and if we subtract your armor, that'll be 1,450 gold.
We're going on a bit of a big trip, and we know each other. You think we
Yes, haggling. Make a persuasion check. You draw your haggle
As soon as
cards.
he started talking, I knew what the fuck he was going on about.
He'll say,
One time.
I'm afraid these enchantments are pretty expensive to make, and given I've only got a night to get them done, that means I'll basically be spending the entire night doing this. So, yeah, no, we're gonna have to go for that price. 1,450, we're leaving.
All right, fair point.
As though you didn't make like you didn't just make like another 1,000 of that from selling all of that useless junk.
Yeah.
Oh no, half of the money you just got.
Actually, wait, how much is a +2 shield worth?
One, I believe you already have +2 shield, but you can't use it when using your bow. So
Yeah,
you
I
do
know, 'cause I
technically
wanna
still
sell
have
it.
it. But let's see, a +2 shield would be
To sell.
I think
Yeah.
shields would count in this case as weapons. So a +2 shield would be, like I think shields
I
are
always
just like
thought
50
shields
gold.
were armor.
I mean, let me check rarity. Shield +1. Because +1 armors are rare, but a +1 shield is uncommon, which kind of puts it at the same level as weapons. So yeah, a +2 shield would be tier 2. And which would be 1,000 gold. And then I think shields are just worth like 10 gold, not even. So 1,010 gold.
I would like to sell my shield as well.
Okay, that one's a +2 shield, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
you sell that for let's see. You sell that for, you know what? I forgot. It'd be half price. Alright, yeah. Would you like to haggle up the selling prices?
Yes.
10% or more. Go.
It's a good shield. Ah.
Alright. Yeah. Sinbel, apparently. Like, he points to the no haggling sign on the counter. Like, that's apparently canon now. At least while Steampunk's in the store. 505 gold for that.
All right.
PSC can't see, Steampunk
so-
can't haggle.
4,000. Wait, no. So, minus 1 was it 1,450?
Yeah.
Plus. Okay. All right. Goodbye, shield.
Yield. Gone.
I've deleted the other campaign.
Nope.
They're dead. They're all in a pocket dimension inside of the bag of holding.
Yeah. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a +1 plate armor to your inventory, and don't worry, I'll add this for you. +1 plate armor, and we will do adamantine plate armor +1. That should now be your armor. And I will delete the adamantine breastplate.
Back to 21.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. With that shopping done, anybody else?
I still have shopping.
Oh boy.
I
Yep.
only wish to pat tat, and then we can go. That is it. We do
Pat
not need to have a conversation.
first.
Just pat. Good. Now we leave.
I'm now. I would like
That
to
is all.
pat Tristan.
Pat Tristan. He purrs. No. He'll say, hello, Steampunk. I heard that construction on the base at the entrance to the Underdark is completed. I was thinking of heading there, volunteering for that.
I think you'll do great there.
I think so as well.
Hey,
I was doing so great
right.
before.
You sure were.
Indeed.
hey, Rada.
Yeah.
Now you have to bring back taking all of my animals with me. Now we have the entourage again.
The entourage.
Surely you
Hey,
can just Control
I-
C.
I just need to get, as soon as I get my fucking farm, all I'll be taking is Yip, and then occasionally my animals.
Okay, Ryder, we have to get to that as soon as possible. We have to get to that. Okay?
Because Dr. Zoidberg and Stella would go to the farm. That sounds weird.
Just
That
make a
sounds
deal with the devil quickly.
Need 150k, man. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I have to do shopping as well.
What would you like to buy? Sand?
Well, first of all, I need to know. Well, first I need to sell that gem and also a hunting trap, which costs 5 gold by default. So that's 1,005, right?
You get 2 gold, 5 silver for the hunting trap. The gem, though,
Can I
is just
persuade
exchange
you?
currency.
Can I persuade you for the extra 2
For
gold?
the extra
and
10%
silver?
on that. Like
I
an
just
extra
need
silver.
money, man.
I would
Yeah,
give you
so-
some Diamond.
I have to ask a question. If I, so looking at the enchanting and item table, obviously it costs 1,000 to make a rare. But if I already have one that's uncommon, would that reduce the price? Namely, I just want to upgrade the weapon I already have.
First of all,
Is
plant.
it possible?
With that persuasion check, you sell the hunting trap for 2 gold, 7 silver, and 5 copper. Anyways, repeat what you just said. My brain was occupied by math.
So yeah, you know how I have the +1 dagger of disadvantage, the disadvantaged dagger. I want to know if it's cheaper if I can just upgrade that, or do I have to like doing an enchant an item thing, or do I have to sell that and just make a new one? How does it work? Going for the most cost-effective thing because I need as much money as I can get.
Oh, it's the enchantment. There we go.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, basically you want to make your +1 dagger into a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would cost 1,000 gold.
Oh, okay. So if I sell my current dagger, would that decrease the cost?
I mean, why sell it when you upgrade it?
That's what I want to know. I mean, I don't have much money, man. I need to find the cheapest ways to upgrade. So like, yeah, basically I want to get a +2 dagger of disadvantage and potentially elemental if I can, but I only have 1,000 gold. Is the problem, and that's why I cry. And then I also need to get armor because I currently only have the default armor that you spawn with. Weird way to put it. And then I also need to save up the money so I can do the alterations to my spell, and then I also have to do the which is the research projects. And then I also need to save up money so I can copy down all the spells from that other list so that I can have more spells in my spell list.
Wizard, being a wizard.
Everything costs money.
It costs money. Capitalism. Let's go. Let's see. So a +2 disadvantageous elemental dagger
Yes.
would cost 1,652 gold.
Yes, which is, and the problem is I only have 1,000 gold. But if I sell my hunting trap, which is the most expensive thing in the world, right, and also my dagger, how much would they sell for, and add to the amount that I have? Would it bring down the price? Is what I'm like. Need to figure out the logic behind it.
Oh, hold on. Plus 1 disadvantage. 300 plus 500 plus.
I'm just playing catch up right now. I need to catch up with all the items and stuff.
Alright, yeah. If you exchange, you could lower the price by 802 gold, bringing it down to 850.
Okay, that's doable. That's doable. And then, how much does it cost for not scale mail? What's the one that doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks? Breastplate. How much does a breastplate
Breastplates,
cost?
I think, are 400 gold. Or just a normal one.
So,
For AC 14 plus 2 dex.
which I think the scale mail is the same. It's just changing it so it doesn't have disadvantage on stealth, which I feel like is important. But I really don't have enough money
do you
to
not
do
bring in
anything.
Jupiter? H is muted in case H hasn't realized.
How much does it cost to do the spell alteration? Oh, actually, that's another question I need to ask about the spell alteration. So if I want to change a spell with multiple things, so like it says in spellcraft, you alter the damage type, but then you can also add the lingering effect thing. If I wanted to do that, would that just be one check, one lot of research, or is that two separate lots of research?
I am reading because
450.
never used this before, so.
I know. I'm sorry. I want to give it a go. I want to try it out.
What'd you ask, Kayla?
Are you bringing Jupiter? She's not with you.
Of course I'm bringing Jupiter.
Well, she's not with you. Move her. So she's with us. Join the animal party, Jupiter. Come on.
Come in.
Hell
Also,
yeah.
Plant needs to find a pet
Yep, just
too
gonna
now.
jump on
So we
the
can all have
no,
pets.
Jupiter. Yeah, but I have significant more amount of pets.
Can I just have
I'm gonna get a
Zoidberg?
second one
Thanks.
soon.
You can have Zoidberg.
You're gonna have a second one? Oh my god.
Yeah.
You can have my rat, man. You're my rat. You need someone else
No.
to follow.
I
anymore.
don't want the goddamn rat. That's Chaz's.
He's going to select someone.
So, looking at spellcraft, it says pick a common version of a spell that the character knows and choose one modification from the modification table. So you can only do one modifier.
Okay. So once it's modified, can I modify it again, or is it just like one and done sort of thing?
I am
Or
now
can I
reading further.
re-modify it again? Sorry. I should have saved all this modification stuff for later and done it after game.
Shopping episode. We all know what happens when shopping happens. Takes up half of the session.
What is my random encounter?
Little random encounter for you. Man, I still have starting equipment. That's all I have.
Wish I can.
I do. I care a lot.
Yeah, I will say you cannot modify spellcrafted spells.
Okay. That's an important thing to know. Okay, cool.
But there are
Okay,
rules
so-
for just creating your own spell. Just straight up own spell.
That is definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to do
That's that
later.
last paragraph there before the tables.
Yeah. Okay. So regardless, though, it's going to cost me 450 to do the modification to flaming sphere to make it snowing sphere. Then you said it was how much was it again? It's 850. Was that what it was for the dagger?
Mm-hmm. If you sell your current one, yeah. Or exchange the current one to use as to sacrifice it for the enchanting crucible.
And then I'll just have to keep my armor as is then. Okay.
By the way, Rada, did you like the idea of like the nat 1 and the nat 20 being special for the thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, yeah. Okay, so I'll do that for the dagger then. I'll do the 850 for the dagger. So how much did I have? I have 1,000. How much did I make from the thing? It was 5, so that's 41. Oopsie. And then I think you said 5 copper, right?
And you're interrupting my Z's.
7 silver, which makes this a 10 silver. Okay, cool. So I have 1,400 total. Okay, cool. That's actually a lot more than I thought. So, oops. Minus 850 leaves me with 550.
You know you're...
My health is in way of the thing.
Oh, I can't see your health bar, so I'm sleeping. Shh. Nasty boogers also.
After
cuddle party over here.
After talking about the after getting the dagger, I will also talk to Sheep because I need medical.
You need potions.
I need medical.
All right, what kind of stuff are you buying from Sheeb?
Hang up the medical tab.
Basic healing potion 1 is 50. Greater healing potion is 150. Superior potion is 550. Supreme potion is 1,500.
I think what I'll get is 1 basic healing. So minus
There you
that.
go. That is 2d4
And
plus
then
2.
Yep, and I'm going to get 2 greater, I think, for 300, which leaves me with... Yep, which leaves me with 200 casheroonies. I am aware.
No, this isn't just you. This is on top of Paige. Like, I patted Tag and said hello to my pets, and you guys like, I'm gonna go shopping for 2 hours.
Well, this is the first time I've shopped with Plant, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, I guess.
Also, we don't even have that much time left.
Yeah, I know. That this is the one I was looking for, but I couldn't find it.
Well, I mean, you went from 1 to 3 and then 3, you know?
3 weeks later.
Too much later.
Many months later.
Okay, I'll just stop here for now because
Don't let the hecklers get to you.
Because we're not. We're
the hecklers are getting to me.
Stop after this. We're gonna stop.
The hecklers are getting to me. All right. Yes. Well, I'm done with. Oh Jesus Christ! They're both asleep. Fireball. Fireball.
Tristan turns to you. Who's Jesus Christ?
I'm not sure.
I am.
There's a lot of things happening currently.
God, imagine that fucking starting a religion just by saying that you were Jesus Christ. That'd be hilarious. That'd be some shit.
For the one shot, I'm making a cleric called Jesus.
Been a bard.
Just pronounce Jesus.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, with that, preparations completed, you all rest for the night, and on the next day, meet up at the river, in front of, like, just outside the castle, as the Vikings you recruited have brought their longboat upriver and brought that over.
We don't even have to get a ship. We already have one.
Yeah. As Sindri and his Viking crew, as well as yourselves, Gorthern and Elodia, will load up all of your things onto the ship, as well as like a month's supply of like foodstuffs and water and whatnot, as well as like cleaning materials for like bathing and whatnot, and all these other stuff that you need for long ship travel.
Polish for
Mhm.
steampunk.
Polish for steampunk to make sure he doesn't rust.
Some fertilizer for plant.
Aren't you bringing it?
And what?
Well, fertilizer.
I
You're
didn't
bringing
hear what you
fertilizer
said.
producers.
And the Oh Fuck Mobile will also be loaded up on the back of the ship as well.
It's a boat on a boat. One day I'll make it fly.
As you all will set out to sea. As you just kind of travel down this river here into the Bay of Vagervorder, and from there we'll start the sort of long journey around the
Oof,
southern.
we're going a long way.
Down like the southern coast of.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take us long, right? Because we're in the big ship.
Yeah.
It takes
We're gonna
5
be
years.
pirate.
As, oh boy, this is a journey of, well, a bit less than that.
So
'cause-
my random encounter isn't even chance because it's fucking all water. God damn it.
No.
Cry.
May come across
Well, you're the one who told
a-
me it wasn't water.
Well, there's some land. We're crossing land
Yeah,
there.
you guys would be making stops at like ports and stuff to restock and whatnot.
I love that fucking H and Cap are trying to make it happen, even though they have no idea what it is. Because at this point, it's just like fucking been ages. Because it was
Oops,
literally the
made the
first
wrong
one I
turn.
made. We even encountered Fire Hot Lady first. Haven't encountered this one. I think Ryder's doing it on purpose because I know you don't want it to happen, Ryder.
It'll never happen, Gail.
No, I want it to happen.
Really?
It's gonna happen like right before the Shadow Lord.
Probably, and I'm gonna be so fucking mad that I had to wait that long. It's not even that good, but like
best
I think
part-
it'll be funny.
Oh, Ryder, I think it keeps on. I think it keeps on snapping to wherever you're currently dragging.
Because I'm not zoomed out enough. Whatevs. What the fuck ever. It's like 1,500 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we're going into the thing.
It's between 1,000 and 1,500.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. It's cash money, you know.
1,000 miles.
Ish.
About
Close
a month of sailing. As,
If only Astra got Windwalk.
Well, we did have another long rest. I totally could re-roll it.
Instead of sailing for a month, we just spend a month constantly sleeping and having long rests, and eventually she gets
I mean, that's
Twin Ball.
basically what this is. Like, you would be sleeping every day.
I mean, like I said, we slept last. We had a long rest at the wolf cunning pack, so I can literally just roll it again and see if I get it.
It's nat.
Nope.
It's nat 1.
Yeah, nat one's bless, I think.
But yeah.
Also, Ryder.
Yeah.
How much did Plant get for the research funds?
Whatever Frank's money was.
That was 6K. Also, monster bits, by the way. Frank also deposited monster bits, but
They're probably very gross now.
Those
Or
have probably been
decomposed.
thrown away.
depends.
It's been months.
Depends on how you feel about them, you know. I
Those
mean,
are
like,
mush.
but does the essence really truly ever leave? You know.
Cap, you're not
Yes.
getting them. Deal with it.
They're monster
Does a
ingredients
banana
that, like,
not
you
taste
sell
like a
in the
banana
single
eventually?
digits of gold and platinum. But anyways, yeah, you all gather on the ship, and it sets sail down the river to the bay and starts making its way out towards the sea. Yeah, we will continue this journey next time.
Before end,
Mhm.
can I ask? Can I do? Because I don't know if we're still agreeing to do it and like or not, but like how I can send an animal away every like week or whatever to find me a trinket. Can I still do that?
Probably not while at sea.
Okay. But dolphin in Minecraft, find treasure under sunken ship.
Yeah, but all of your pets are kind of land animals or avian.
Zoidbird. Thank you. Excuse me. He flies.
He's a
Or avian.
bird.
He flies.
Yeah, but
He
that's
can
not a
fly onto
fish.
land and find me something and come back.
I guess that's true. Yes, I would say. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yay. I have removed the
It
animal
brings
feeding.
back like
Zoidbird,
a
go find me treats.
wormling from Angie Island.
Angie Isle.
Or
no, you'll die.
this
I'm
place.
scared.
Brings back dragon egg. Suddenly, there's a giant dragon on the horizon.
I would love that.
Random
It's a
encounter
great
dragon.
one.
Ah, yes,
That's
I
what
found.
happens
I
if I
see
get a
you
nat
random
one.
encountered your way into one of the last 2 great worms. Congrats.
It's a shadow lord. Oh god.
No, not madness, not madness. That's a different plane.
Why'd you have to reveal that? Now I'm scared of every dragon.
Oh.
It's the Lord, because we're on the material plane. There's nothing exciting about it.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just a regular dragon. But what kind of dragon?
Anyway,
It's
end
purple.
stream.
It's
Anyways,
Arthmel's
yeah, we will end stream here for today. I will go close out the stream. So say goodbye to chat.
Bye,
Bye,
chat.
chat.
Thank you, Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
It's literally both of you that fucking took ages. H and Cap. I was the only one who didn't take any time.
I
Astra
needed to
doesn't
do
need
shopping.
magic items because she literally has magic.
Yeah.
Powerful magic.
I can travel through trees now, bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boo! I'm sorry, I'm over
It's
here
able
with
to do
my
that.
single bow.
Right. Not druidic powers.
I have depression.
But yeah,
Cry about
BRB
it.
while I close out.
I am. If you notice my picture.
Alright. We will end it here for today. And as expected, I kind of joked in our Discord earlier, like I made this like nice map and I'm like kind of proud of it and I can't wait for us to not reach it. And that was true. because, you know, I knew this was going to be a very lore heavy thing, and then plus prepare for the journey, which means shopping. So yeah, especially after giving them moolah. So yeah, we will continue Forest Rumors next time. This was also the 1 year anniversary as well. So yay, yippee, yay! We've been playing this campaign for a year, and fuck, that's a long time. But yeah, other